Good morning. It's mid-February and I'm a little behind on my gardening tasks. One of them being cutting back my fruit trees. This is an O. Henry peach. That is a cotton candy apium. And right here is my extra teeny tiny Fuyu persimmon. I'm going to start with the O. Henry peach. I let this get a little out of control and I had a bunch of broken branches last year, and it was really heavily laden in fruit, so I'm going to be aggressive with my pruning. This is not a tutorial because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to use some of the knowledge I've seen on the internet and read. For this project I have gloves, hand pruners, and loppers to cut back the canopy of the plant. I have not done any copper fungicide treatment yet either, and I'll need to check the buds to make sure they are able to handle the treatment. Although I think last time I did research that wasn't a problem, now that I think about it. This pot right here is an example of one of the branches that broke under the weight of the tree. You can see here that it's split. So I'm going to have to remove this from the tree. I already removed some of the other ones that broke. As a reminder, when you cut back a fruit tree, you need to look for the dead wood. This would be dead because it's kind of rippled and dying, diseased, or broken things to make sure your tree stays healthy. This is the pile of wood I took out of the tree, the O. Henry peach tree, and I took it down along the top. I pulled out the dead and the broken branches. I didn't see anything diseased, but I'm not sure I know what that looks like. And cleared out some of the crossing branches, and probably could have removed more, but that was all I was comfortable with doing. I might get a little bit of a harvest this year, we'll see. Now for the apium, I did a summer cutback where I trimmed the top off. So I just need to clean up the inside and make sure anything dead or broken is removed right now. To clarify, I did sharpen my pruners and sanitize them before starting this process, and I am going to sanitize between each tree as well. For the apium, I took out a lot of really tiny stuff and any crossing branches. So primarily, I don't think this looks very different at this point. I did notice this. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it got hit or something, but definitely an injury that might result in this whole limb coming out. I can't see if I took out enough. I probably should have taken out more, but it seemed pretty open, and we'll see what happens this year. I might have to take out more of the larger limbs as it starts to grow, because I could see some of them are going to start crisscrossing in the near future. Okay, well, now on to my teeny tiny Fuyu persimmon. It is growing very strangely. You can see that all the growth is on this side, very little growth on this side. I'm gonna have to cut back this limb quite a bit because it's just trying to stretch too far this direction, and it's interfering with getting around the peach. When I transplanted the persimmon, I noticed afterwards that it might not have been correctly potted up. The root stock was too high, I think, in the pot, and the dirt fell away as it settled. So I think some of the rootstock died, and that is why the plant isn't growing very well. I'm hoping that it will recover eventually and start growing. Because the persimmon is so small, I just took off the end of that branch, and we'll see how it does this year. On the trellises, I have 2 pomegranates. I only got 1 fruit this year, and that came off of the pink satin. I didn't get anything off the wonderful, and I do need to trim back some of this plant. I believe it fruits on second year wood, which may be part of my problem because in order to keep it on the trellis, I have to take off a lot of the new growth. So we'll see what happens here. They are intended to be bushes, so espalieing them like this is probably not ideal. I had seen it somewhere and I thought it would be easier than it is. So this might have been like a newbie mistake that I'm gonna have to remove the plants and maybe put something different, like maybe some roses back here instead. To be fair, where I planted these, they really only get the morning sun. In the afternoon, the sun comes over the fence, and so they're shaded by the fence line. So I probably placed this in the wrong spot for a plant that's really designed for full sun in a Mediterranean climate. For this one, I just kind of topped it and pulled off some of the stuff kind of growing out. So I only ended up with a small pile of branches here. For the wonderful pomegranate, I was a little more aggressive because it is a more aggressive grower and I wanted to be able to walk down this path. I topped this one again and pulled off a lot of stuff along here, and I ended up with a pile like this. So a relatively large pile, probably my biggest of all the plants. But again, this plant is on the east side of the fence. The sun in the afternoon comes this way, so it's blocked by the fence. So there's a pretty good chance it's not getting enough sun to be a productive plant. It took me a couple hours, but I've cut back all my fruit trees here in my little mini orchard. There are 5 in this space. It took a little while to do this because I kind of think and rethink cuts, but overall, I'm happy with what I did. It's probably not right, which is why I'm telling you this isn't a tutorial, but I just wanted to share what I was doing. Next step is to do the copper spray once the wounds heal. Thank you for joining me for my garden journey.